Yo, welcome back to another video, and we are back into the Great League Remix. Let's see if we can get some wins. Got the Shadow Steelix here versus the Mantine. This is pretty decent for us. They switch out into the Oxygen. Oxygen here is going to be able to beat the Steelix, so we're going to switch out into our Mantine. Mantine is going to have to throw Arrow Aces. Arrow Aces are going to only be doing neutral damage, as this is kind of a pseudo fighter. They're going to boost up their defense first. So Obstruct was thrown first, then a Night Slash comes through. We can survive it. We're going to go for another Arrow Ace. Arrow Ace takes it into the red. And now we have a considered shielding here, so they don't farm us down. We're going to throw this Arrow Ace here to see what they want to do. They shield. They definitely want to start to win the switch. So it looks like they do end up shielding. Now, do we shield here to flip the switch, or do we allow this to go through? We decided to let this go because we still have an opportunity to farm down, and we do get a huge farm down with that Mew. Mew running the Surf and Wild Charm moveset. So they reveal that they have the Steelix working in the back. Steelix here is going to be able to get to some charge moves here, potential crunch, but before they get to it, we're going to throw the Surf. So we think that this is going to be the crunch. We're just going to allow this to go through because we know that we have our Shadow Steelix versus their Mantine still. And here's the situation. We have to try to beat this Mantine here with our Steelix. Does this Mantine have the Water Pulse? We're going to shield here, thinking that they do. They actually go for the Arrow Ace bait. However, even though we did get baited, however, we are going to be able to debuff them even further. Now, this Psychic Fang here is double debuffing their defense, and we're looking to get the farm down. They go for the Ice Beam, so no Water Pulse allows us to win that game right there. Our only lose condition was probably allowing our potential Water Pulse to go through. So GG's to our opponent, able to win that game. Next game, let's see what we find. We got the Shadow Steelix versus the Ninetales. Pretty decent. So we are resisting their charms. However, we are being resisted from our fast move Dragon Tails. We are going to be able to throw the Psychic Fang here. They decided to tank it and then switch out. Switch out into the Jellicent is kind of a weird situation for us, so we're going to have to throw this Crunch here to either get some big damage or get a potential shield. And then we're going to switch out into our Mantine here. Mantine is going to have to tank a Shadow Ball, and that's exactly what it does. Here, we're going to throw this Arrow Ace on good timing. This Arrow Ace is going to get a shield, or it's going to get the KO, so they decide to just let it go. They come back in with their Ninetales. One Weather Ball goes through. However, we do shield here just so that we can do some damage back at this Ninetales, because we don't really have anything to farm this down at this point. We do get a shield, so that's pretty decent. We know this is going to be another Weather Ball. We are going to let this Weather Ball go through. Here, we're going to try our best to get to another Psychic Thing. Okay, so our opponent does switch out. Catch the Psychic Thing onto your Quagsire. Quagsire here is debuffed. We're going to get to this Surf before they can get to their move. One Surf goes through, takes it into the yellow, and now we have to survive the onslaught from this Quagsire. Quagsire goes for Aqua Tail here. Aqua Tail is going to be stab move for them. So we're going to go ahead and shield here because they're most likely going to get to another move. We're looking for a farm down at this point. Oh, no farm down, even though that they did get debuffed. Aqua Tail goes through, and we have to try to get to 2 Surfs right there. So no matter what, we were going to get farmed down. So GG's to our opponent. Unfortunately, unable to win that game. Yeah, if we didn't have our move caught, maybe we would have had a chance at the end there. Okay, so we got the Dedenne versus our Steelix. Pretty decent matchup right here. They switch out into their Shadow Steelix. We're going to soften this Steelix a little bit. So we go for the Crunch there, and we're waiting for them to throw a move. Okay, they actually throw a move as well. This is potential Earthquake energy, I believe. They decided to go for the Crunch. They do get the debuff, so we're going to switch out of there. And we're going to use our Mew here. This is definitely going to be another Crunch. Oh, wow, we get another debuff. So a little bit unlucky with the debuff right now. Mew is going to go for another Surf, take out this Steelix. So we do maintain alignment. However, we are debuffed, and it's a great opportunity for them to potentially farm with whatever. So they come back with a Dedenne. We're going to be able to get to a Surf here, doing good neutral damage. And now we have to go in with our Steelix because the Mantine does not want to see this Dedenne. They switch out immediately into their Greninja, and now Greninja has to beat a Mantine. So they realized that that is going to be a tough situation. So GG's to our opponent, able to win that game, luckily. So let's see if we can end up on a... Oh, sorry, we can use the next game here. We got 2 more games, I believe. So we got the Frost last year versus our Shadow Steelix. This is kind of bait dependent. Let's see who decides to shield and who decides to let it go. They go for the Avalanche bait, and then they switch out into the Toxic Bag here. Toxic Bag is kind of a weird situation for us. We're just going to throw this Psychic Bane and throw another Psychic Bane so we can get a double debuff. Let's see, we try to catch a move. Ooh, we try to catch the Brine here. Unfortunately, they were able to get the move off. So we're just going to switch out immediately right after. Because we did switch out a little bit late, we have the health advantage. However, they have the energy advantage. They go for the Sludge Wave right here. We are able to survive it. We come out with a ton of energy on our Mantine, and now we have to use all this energy back after Frost last year. So one Arrow Ace goes through, does roughly 15%, maybe. This next one potentially could get the shield. We do get the shield. We try to get to another move. Oh, we banked on a move. And that is very unfortunate because that move that we lost right there could have potentially got the last shield or taken this out completely. Another Avalanche goes through. They end up having the Glider in the back. Not great for us. We're going to go for this Psychic thing here to do some damage. And then our opponent here has a ton of energy. They're going to be able to take out this Mew, no problem. Once one dig goes through, and now we have to apply the pressure. We're going to go for this Serve. The Serve does get the last shield from this Glider, and then they're going to be able to get to the Sterile Ace so that they can farm down, and that's great management by my opponent. We're going to try to get to another Psychic thing, and unfortunately, we do see a PHI, and they're going to be able to take us out with just their Glider with a bunch of energy. So nice play by my opponent. Yeah, that was tough. The Toxic Peck switching. We probably should have thrown one Psychic Fang and probably used our Mew. Alright, we got the Steelix versus the Mantine here. The pretty decent matchup, but we're going to switch out into the Mantine as we're going to catch a Ice Beam, and then we're going to see what they end up doing. They decide to stay in. They're going to throw another Ice Beam here. We do survive it. So they definitely are not looking forward to this Mantine. So potential fighters in the back is what I'm anticipating. Or maybe even some Mud Boys. So we do get this Mantine, opposing Mantine, to the low red here. We're going to shield here just to see what they have in the back, as they haven't switched out. Okay, they have the Dugong in the back, so double waters. They're going to go into our Steelix with some energy threat. We have a Psychic Fang to throw back at this Dugong here. So double water here, anticipating some kind of flyer, some kind of maybe fire or something. Kind of interesting. They haven't switched out yet. However, we are going to try to get some energy. Okay, so they do have the Glider looking in the back. So there's a flyer protecting the water types. Here, we're going to apply as much pressure as possible with our Steelix. The Steelix is trying to get to another Psychic Fang. Ooh, they do snipe the energy from us. So only one Psychic Fang gets through. And let's see if we're going to be able to win this with our Mew now. We're looking to get the farm down. Unfortunately, no farm down there. They are able to get to Arrow Ace. If Arrow Ace does go through, and they are able to get to another Ice, or even this Drill Run is going to take us out. So unfortunately, that was not the best situation for the Mew. So check out this team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.